Good morning, guys. We are taking a short drive to somewhere pretty cool and relaxing, or maybe I should say hot and relaxing. So we're going to take y'all along with us for this fun journey today. To get there is about 45 minutes. We're driving through some pretty mountains, surrounded by farm country. It's just really a pretty part of Ecuador. But I also want to give you a good news update. If you've been following along, you know we are waiting on our new inverter to get shipped from the United States. The latest tracking says it has left the facility of the airport here in Ecuador. So it has cleared customs and it is on the way to us. So we think maybe 3 more days.
So 2 things. Number 1, the inverter has kind of crippled us more than we kind of thought in advance. And, you know, we carry some spare parts. In hindsight, we're going to be on the lookout for a backup inverter because it was quite expensive to ship. And the second thing is, this is the second episode in a couple weeks where Snow and I are actually color coordinated. And I just want to let you guys know, it was not planned, but here we are looking like twins.
All right, let's go have some fun. We're getting closer, and one thing is for sure, we are off of the main roads. And we're going through some rural Ecuador and some small little towns. We're almost there. So one thing that has been true since we entered Mexico and came all the way through Central America and into Colombia and now Ecuador, every small town, no matter how small, no matter how big, whether it's a city, has a town center, and there is a park, and they usually keep it nice and clean, and there is going to be a coffee shop and a church right there every single time. Even this little town out here in the middle of these cane fields had a very nice little town square. As we get closer to the area of the hot springs, we see signs for several little hot springs resorts. We have a certain one we're headed to because Hans recommended it and it's on iOverlander. But we're passing lots of interesting little restaurants, and we just passed a candy shop, and the guy looked like he was literally out there making some candy and also sold lots of little floaties and stuff. So I would say we're getting really close now.
Yeah. Okay, here's the scoop. We could park right here. So it's $7. You go down the hill down there and along the river. She said there's like 21 pools. I only saw a few. A lot of them aren't full. There's a restaurant there. The restaurant here is closed. Restaurant at the hotel that we can use. We can stay the night, no problem. So in essence, you know, Hans is $14 or $12 a night for 2 people. It's $14 a night here, and we get access to the pool.
Nice.
So I felt the water. They're all different temperatures, so we're in good shape.
Let's do it.
So first things first, I'm hungry.
Kurt's always hungry.
I went up to this little restaurant and checked it out. It looks like actually a really nice restaurant up here, and the hot springs are pretty cool. And then they have this little gift store here. There's a few little gift shops. They've got all sorts of little inflatables and things like that. Supposedly this place gets pretty busy on the weekend. Fortunately, we're not going to be here for that. But still, kind of a unique little place. So let's go grab some lunch.
Where you want to sit, Kurt?
Oh,
Right there?
oh, outside might be nice. So one of the things that we've learned about Ecuador is the prices vary quite a bit. So if we're in more of like a local style restaurant where they have typical food, usually the prices seem to be about $2 to $4 for a meal. But when you kind of get into the little nicer places that are more westernized or Americanized, you actually start to see American prices. So you can see here a hamburger and French fries. It looks like it's a double cheeseburger with eggs. Everything is $12. But anyway, the food looks delicious here.
Top.
All right, we just got a pitcher of limonada, which has become our favorite.
Thankfully, they do have it now. Ecuador.
And then they just sat some little snacks. What are these, little bugs?
No, they're not bugs. I think they're those fat corn kernels we saw. I think they call them mote, M-O-T-E. But they haven't cooked them. They've heated them up like we would do popcorn.
I think maybe like they're deep fried or something.
When you bite into them, there is a popcorn flavor, without a doubt.
But they're soft, right?
Yeah, they're not hard. Well, they're maybe like a peanut.
You like them?
I do like them.
All right. Americano desayuno, huevos, revoltos, queso. And Snow, what'd you get?
Croissant. We're splitting a breakfast.
There you go. And the coffee was served a little unusual. If you can see, it's instant coffee grounds, but they brought out a thermos of warm milk or cream. And so you mix it in there. How is the coffee?
That's pretty good. Tastes good. All right, guys, we had our little breakfast snack. Now we are bathing souped up, and we are headed in. Time for some hot spring soaking. So we have heard, we have not confirmed. Y'all can tell us if we're right or wrong. But Arco, Iris, or Iris means rainbow.
All right, we just got here, and we've got a little host showing us around. Hostess showing us around. Oh, look at all these pools.
This is like private. There are 17.
17 pools. Do you own this?
This is cut.
Okay.
And you know the water quality is like a massage.
Oh, perfect.
You can go this way or the other way, but this is one of my favorites.
Going in.
All right, Snow's going in here, guys. So they have 17 pools here, supposedly, with all different temperatures of water.
This one's pretty hot.
Nellie
Good.
told us this one is the perfect one. They got these little private stalls over here. How's the temperature, Snow?
It's gonna be a little hot for you. It's perfect for me. But I think if you sit up on the edge and just put your feet in, you'll be good.
So there you go. While she gets in, guys, you know what I'm gonna do.
Going exploring.
Growing restless in the wind, searching for a brighter day, leaving yesterday behind. Looking forward into the light. I found you.
In addition to the pools and all the beautiful flowers, they have these picnic tables down here. And I think down here, I even saw some barbecue grills. They have showers and bathrooms and places to snack and all that type of stuff. This place is really pretty nice. And it's nestled here in this valley, and so we have this little river running beside us. I don't know for sure as to whether or not the river is the hot river, but it's pretty nonetheless. And you can see down here they have the grill area that I mentioned. So there's a little bench, so it looks like there's little personal grills here. and another big canopy seating area. I'm guessing this is for a small event or maybe for a restaurant. And then they have a soccer field down here. But a simple little place. You can see right up there, up that hill, is where the van is parked. All right, so we're gonna play a little game. Hot pool, cool pool. So the way this is designed, this is the hottest hot tub here, which is pretty hot. It's hard for me to get in. And then right next to us is super cold, like ice river cold pool. So the idea is to sit in this one and get nice and hot, and then hop in the next one and hang out and get chill. And do it back and forth. It's supposed to be really good for your circulation. All right, here I go. I'm getting out of the hot pool into this cold pool. Cool. And Nellie just got in here like she's super tough. Ooh!
Don't think, just
Don't think. That is cool.
I think you're going to go out because it's so nice.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
You move. You gotta move to keep the circulation. Keep my blood from freezing. It's already turning blue. Nellie's got me moving to the other pool. My time's up here. So it's time to get out of the cold and into the heat. Now what I will tell you is this move is a lot easier. Can't even tell you're in hot water at first. So the transition actually is like nothing. Feels pretty good.
Curt is continuing his hot and cold treatment. But I went to find some shade because we are close to the equator, and even if it's not hot, I promise you it is easy to get a lot of sun down here. And I want to show you what I found at this shady spot. It's the coolest use of recycling tires I have ever seen. Look at this table and chair set. And I have sat in it, guys. It is super comfy. Look at that, how creative, huh?
All right, the next room to play in is the steam room. So it's naturally steam. I just stepped into it, fogged my glasses up instantly. I'm going in to get me a steam.
All right. See how the hot water comes down there. Heat is coming off. Sit right here and get a good natural steam.
Snow's turning into some kind of crazy goat.
Not true.
She's going up on this lifeguard stand. She's probably about to get us kicked out of here.
So what you guys might not know is when I was in high school, back in Florida, I was a lifeguard at a water park. 4 summers in a row. So this feels natural. All right, guys, we've soaked, we've hotted, we've cold, we've relaxed, we've looked at flowers. The heat of the day is here, the sun is bright. We're gonna go to the van, check on the kitties, do a little relaxing there. But the good news is this place does not close until way after dark. So we'll be back. All right, so we're leaving the hot springs, video. Leaving the hot springs, walking back to the van. This nice lady's selling frutas. KS?
Chirimoyas se llama.
All right.
It's dulce.
She says it's a sweet fruit. We're gonna try it and show y'all what it looks like on the inside. $1. No, uno.
All right, what did we get ourselves into? Actually, a new fruit. We get to try. I'm excited, and we got to help out a local. So win-win.
Let's go cut it.
All right, if you remember, the restaurant was closed earlier for lunch, so we had a little snack to hold us over. But now we're headed up to the restaurant to have a dinner early, or lunch. But there's a couple restaurants up here. There's a fancy one in the hotel, which you guys saw earlier, and then up the street there's a Typico restaurant. So why don't you guys in the comments tell us whether you think Snow's gonna pick the fancy one or the Typico one, and we'll let you know in a minute. All right, I'm gonna tell you the decision wasn't easily made. We're walking up to the Tipico restaurant to look at the menu. We already know what we have on the other one, and I even know what I'm gonna get on the other one. It looks like they have some steak or chicken or hot dogs and french fries, a frittata, the garbanzos, the soup, and the trucha.
We're gonna eat here.
She's picking local. She's picking Tipico. I like her style. I gotta be honest. All right, Snow, what'd you decide and why?
We went with local. I bypassed the fancy hotel restaurant so we could get some local cuisine. This is called salchitas salchitas con papas fritas. Salchitas are basically hot dogs. I love hot dogs, so this works out good for me.
Yeah, and I got some sort of meat, the french fries, and a salad as well, so had really no idea what we're ordering, but it looks good.
But
and
the entertainment is really awesome.
I mean,
It was a big surprise, guys. We had no idea. It's nice.
I wanna run with you, I wanna let go. Arms open wide with a life to call our own. Ooh, let's run away. Ooh, never be afraid. We can go anywhere. We can go anywhere. 'Cause we got the world and we can go anywhere. So where do we go from here? I wanna chase down every dream we've had. Live every moment like it's gonna be our last. Ooh, let's disappear. Ooh, turn away from fear. We can go anywhere. We can go anywhere. 'Cause we got the world and we can go anywhere. So where do we go from here? Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go from here? The light in our eyes, it won't give way to the night. We'll keep on reaching, reaching up to the sky.
All right, so it just looked so pretty with all the flowers and the steam. We lied. We did take y'all with us on this recent visit down to the hot springs. It was incredibly relaxing and much better at night, even though it was great in the daytime. But you may remember this afternoon, we bought this fruit from the local lady for $1.
and we kind of been eating all day, so this is kind of our little light evening snack. So hopefully that's good. But she also, which you guys don't know, is she also came back by and brought us some oranges. And so we're gonna have a little fruit salad. First, we're gonna try this stuff and see how it is.
And this actually works out good, guys, because we can't cook because our electrical system is still broken.
How do we cut this thing?
I have no idea.
All right. We'll cut this end off.
What's it look like?
It's kind of got the texture of a guayo banana.
I wonder if it is kind of like one.
So this might be, someone advises to just open it and scoop it out with a spoon. It definitely looks like a guayo banana.
It is. It's just a different style.
It's like the guayo banana inside, if you guys can see it. And I think you can just take a spoon and spoon this stuff out. That's what everybody told us last time. So we're
Get a
gonna try
bowl and
this.
we'll do that.
So try the spoon, and I'll taste it.
It's good.
We are definitely eating all this, guys.
Okay, all right. We're gonna scoop it into a bowl, add in a little bit of other fruit, and that's gonna be our non-cooking dinner.
So we got some of that fresh fruit. We've got the whatever it is fruit, guayo banana, and then we've got the oranges and some bananas, and then we sprinkled a little walnut and some raisin and some cinnamon in there. So it almost kind of looks like a rice pudding texture.
It's a fruit salad night, guys.
I'm the chef, so I have to taste it.
You won't like them.
All right, that means I gotta turn this camera off and get in there quick, guys.
But there is seed.
All right.
Good morning, everyone. We parked here next to this agua termales arco iris, which means rainbow. But it's not a farm, but they do have all sorts of animal life, cows, pigs, and horses we've seen them bring through here. So, and it's not the most level spot, but I always like a spot where we can take a nice walk and where we have good views, and that fits the bill. You could probably see we weren't even exactly level, but man, the hot springs were money. It was a great way to start the morning. And yesterday when we went up here for lunch, I saw another sign for another one about 3,000 meters up, 300 meters up the way. But I'm gonna go up and check out this other agua termales. Fan of that. This bull got off his rope and is headed up it just so happens this bull is walking up the same road I am. So I gotta be careful we don't have a running with the bull scenes. Kinda have on a red shirt. So just gotta be a little cautious here. That guy don't try to get me. So here's a sign I saw yesterday. Aguas Avia Termas Spa, 300 meters. Just follow the cow. It looks like we got some switchbacks here. And this big old bull's still leading the way. I don't know what I'm gonna do if he turns around and stops. I can see the building up there, but we're gonna scratch this one. There's a few other agua termales along this road. See if we can't do a little adventuring today so we can play in a different aguas termales. So we found another one, Santa Agua. Little gallinas, there go. You can see the entrance, and we also found a place to have breakfast. So we're headed in here to Don Francisco's to have a little desayuno. So one of the things that we've found so far in Ecuador, and I don't know if it's just this region, but when they bring you coffee, it's the freeze-dried instant coffee. So you get the hot water and you kind of mix your own coffee. Now it's Juan Valdez, so that means it's from Colombia. But it's been our experience that this is typically not the best coffee. That usually gets exported. My standard, I gotta have some eggs for breakfast. And we also have some toasted bread with queso. So this morning we get a little egg sandwich.
Curt tells me he got the deluxe package. What's that, Curt?
But it's $10 each for this. It was $2 for parking. Welcome to spa day number 2.
So we're at our second hot springs, and you can see that water flowing down the hill right there. That water is hot. And the way this happens, guys, is it is the fluid in the rock deep down in the earth, like at a depth of 10,000 kilometers. That's where the magnetic chamber is for this hot springs outlet. It interacts. And then there is a steam reservoir, they say around 1,500 to 2,000 meters. And that's where the heat comes from. Now, what's cool about this is not only are they able to do really awesome hot springs for people to come visit like this, but this one itself, the environmental impact is it is able to do 6 milliwatts of power. That replaces the consumption of 800,000 barrels of oil. So not only do we get hot springs, but they use these things to create energy. Pretty cool, huh, guys? As always, guys, Curt is making friends. Curdy.
Here. So this is natural spring water. You have to taste it. It's really good.
Is it good?
It is.
Is it cold? Bubbly.
All right, 2 completely relaxing day at these aguas termales. It was just so tranquilo.
Something about hot springs.
But I have a question for Snow.
Okay.
What was your favorite of the 2?
Okay. They're both very relaxing. The water's both clean. It has a yellow tint at both of them, but it's clean water. I liked them both, but I think I have 2 reasons why I have my favorite. My favorite is the one from yesterday. The first reason is the flowers were amazing there. They had pretty flowers at the one today, but yesterday's flowers were off the chart. And the one today made you wear swim caps.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah, the one yesterday, you didn't have to wear them, and I didn't like that. So, yesterday's was my favorite, but they're both wonderful.
So the second one had this totally like cold water and hot water coming out right beside each other. And I was able to get up under there and massage my shoulders with that cold water while standing in the hot water. So I really liked that, but I liked both places equally.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is where we wind her down,
Yeah.
right?
We'll see you guys in a few days.
We can go.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys.